What up, y'all? Today I went into Dollar General. They always do these things where it's like they have it set up to the time on the clock. So, they'll always have people in front and or behind you at the checkout, right? When you go check out at the store. So I went to the checkout at Dollar General, and there's this lady in front of me at the checkout, and like she's like taking forever to check out, or like she's like having a conversation with the lady behind the counter or whatever. She was buying cigarettes or whatever was going on. I wasn't really paying attention, but like it was like taking a while for her to check out is what I'm saying. And then right after I check out, I pull my phone out and it's 12:33 on the time. And like they probably just were taking forever to check out just so that I check out at 12:33. It just was 12:33 when I looked at my phone, so and there's always things like that happening. Like yesterday when I went into HealthWorks, it was 9:11 when like the guy was just in the back of the store, and then he comes up right at 9:11 and I'm checking out at 9:11. Just saying. And then yesterday, like I said, there was people coming up from either side of me at the checkout, and then my change was $7.77 at the same time. Like he's handing me my change right as they walk up behind me, and my change is $7.77. You hear my toilet? It's been doing that all day. Not because it's broken. It's gonna stop doing it at some point. But some days it just does it over and over. Some days it just does it like a couple times. It's a gangstalker toilet. But yeah, there's always had these things where it's like set up with the time. Or like a cop will drive by me right at 10:33 or something. I swear, they just do way too many things. And then there's that one video that I did where the cop was sitting on the side of the street, and I walked by him as I was recording. And then right at an hour in the video is when I'm walking by him, and he's just sitting like on the side of the street in a place where it's really weird for him to be sitting there, and why is he sitting there? And they're like, he didn't pull anybody over or anything from what I could tell. Like he wasn't doing anything, he was just sitting there. He's just sitting in a really weird place, and then he took off right at the moment that it turns to an hour in the video, like right as I'm walking by him, and he's taking off right as I walk by him. And it's right at an hour in the video, exactly. So he's probably strategically parked there, and they know how fast I'm walking, and like they're like, it's almost an hour in the video, we're gonna put this cop car here, If he goes this way, or he's gonna walk by a cop car here. If he goes this way, maybe they have another cop car over there to drive by me over there or something. I don't know. But it just was at exactly an hour in the video when I walked by the cop car. So I know they do things like that. And there's a guy walking out with a red shirt right now, and he probably has a red shirt on strategically, and he's getting into a car. He's getting into a car that is parked pointed directly at my window, and he's getting into it right as another car drives behind it in the parking lot. And also my toilet turned on right at that moment, I think. And he's getting in, and then when he takes off, there's gonna be a white car driving out or something stupid. It's going to be ridiculously stupid. But yeah, like they'll always just be like holding me up though and stuff, and then it'll be 33 when I walk away or whatever. Right as this guy turns to leave the parking lot, my toilet turns on again, and there's also a white SUV in the background. It just keeps turning on and then turning back off. Just does that for a few seconds, and then it does it again a couple minutes later. And then it does it again a couple minutes later, and here comes a one light white SUV. And I don't know what he was doing. I think he was syncing up with the machine outside my window turning on. Not really sure, but it was a one light white SUV, so he's probably doing something. He's probably not gonna get pulled over. But if I drove around with one light, I would probably get pulled over. It's just how it works, I guess. Everybody else can drive around with one light and stalk, but if I drive around with one light, or if I sit outside of a cop's house all night and make a bunch of sounds and flash lights at them and shit, then I'm gonna get a ticket or arrested or whatever. I don't know. This is how it works, I guess. There's a white SUV coming. Is he gonna stalk me? Right as he pulls up the park, my toilet turns on again. But what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the children screaming synchronized is always happening, and like every time I go outside. Like, There's always children outside of schools and outside of their houses, like out in front of their houses. And they're just screaming synchronized as like at multiple different corners as I walk up streets. And then like falling off of a scooter right next to me or whatever. Or one day I walked by this school and this kid just ran up to the fence right next to me. Just like playing by himself, like not looking at me or whatever. Like it wasn't like he ran up and pointed at me or whatever, you know? But like he just like ran up to like pick up a stick off of the ground or something. But he just ran up to the fence right next to where I was as I walked by, you know? Like a gangstalker would do. And then these other kids, I think, yelled my name right when I walked by them. They were like, Chase! I think that's what they said. I don't know. But they are always screaming synchronized. Like, I'll just walk up to an intersection. Like, there'll be kids outside playing. They're screaming already. But, like, right when I walk up to an intersection, it'll get really loud all of a sudden. They'll just be like, ah! Like a bunch of kids. It's creepy. Like, what? And it makes me wonder, like, are they mindlessly doing it? Because like sometimes it'll be like little like toddlers doing shit like that. Like they can't even barely talk yet, and they're like doing synchronized screaming and babbling. And then there's these other gang stalkers outside my apartment. There's these people standing outside this white SUV. And someone else walked in the building when they pulled up. And they look like gang stalkers. And they probably are gang stalkers. And then they're gonna do more gang stalker things right now as they walk up. I need to move to a new small town. Wow. For what? There's gonna be gang stalkers there too. I definitely need to move though. I don't know where, but somewhere. Right as they walk up to this building, there's someone getting out of another car, and also my toilet turned on again. Right as they walk up, the people from the white SUV. And then right as these people walk up, they got out of the other car. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna be a bot? Again? Whoa, right as they walk up and go in the door, the lights on their car turned off, like they hit the lock button right there or something. So I think that was a sync, because it was right at the exact same time. Well, they're just like hovering by the door, and then right when they go in, this thing outside my apartment turns on, and they're syncing up. Their bot's syncing up once more. 3 times in a row they did synced up thing. They just always do multiple synced up things with other people doing multiple synced up things. I don't know, man. It goes really deep. Like, there's just a lot of crazy shit they do. Like I said, they'll just like hold me up until like a certain time, like 3:22, or like I'll just look at my phone at a certain time. Like, I'll just pull out my phone, look at the time, like check the time, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 33, 3:22. Or something like that, and or the percentage of the battery on my phone will be like 84% or something. And it's Skynet. And they're like pulsing thoughts into my head to make me check my phone at a certain time, so that I pull it out and it says 33. And they do all types of things like this all day, really. Like different times throughout the day. Like, not all day, but you know what I mean. You know, people see this sometimes and they're like, it's angel numbers, but like, nah. Maybe sometimes, but like, I don't know. In my reality, at least, it's Skynet. Cause it is. It just is. I just know it is. And then they do other things. Like I said, when I was delivery driving, it would always be like a 33. Like my order number of my delivery. First delivery of the night, usually. Like right when I come in, would be like 33 or 3:22. Or 66 or 666 or whatever. Or like one night I came in, the first delivery was going to McDonald's, and the person's last name was McDonald on their seat, which I just assume was probably a Skynet thing, but I don't know, it might have been a freak coincidence, but probably not. It was probably an orchestrated thing, especially since it was my first delivery of the night. Yeah, so like the first or the last delivery of the night would, generally speaking, be something like that, and then other deliveries throughout the night, and then phone numbers on people that are calling in for a delivery. Their phone number would have 3:22 or 666 in it or something. Or they would say a synchronized thing, or be synchronizing with their talking at a certain time on the time counter on the phone that counts how many minutes it's been that you've been having a phone conversation. So right at 3 minutes and 22 seconds, they would be giving me their credit card number or something like that. Like, they would just pop, they would be like, hold on, let me go get my card. And then it's just quiet, you know, and then right when they start talking again, I look at the phone and it says 3:22. And like this would always happen. This very thing would always happen. Like that type of thing would just always happen. Always. Like every night. Multiple times throughout the night. Things like this are always happening, and just always time things weirdly and just like do all types of weird creepy shit, like some Adjustment Bureau Truman Show type shit. It is wild, bro. I really can't even explain how wild. And there's a lot of whiteys and gangstalkers driving by the whole time I'm talking. I don't know, I just want to get on and say these things, and you other TIs, you experience these things. I know other people do. Like, what are some of the other things that you guys experience? And then, like I said, at this new job, they're always doing stuff where it's like directed at me. Like the first thing on the pile of things that I'm doing at the top of the stack will have like a certain name on it, or like my birthday, or something like that, or a lion. Swear to God, dude. I swear to God. But I'm out for now. See y'all later. Peace.